everybody. So today I'm bringing you the fragrances I cannot live without. So I've picked out 5 fragrances from my collection that I literally can't survive without. I can't imagine my life without these beautiful fragrances to make me happy. But just wait a minute, because I've realised my glass is empty and I need a drink. Hold it right there. That's better. Vodka and Diet Coke. Yes, I know. Those of you that are following my slimming adventures, I know. But do you know what? It's Diet Coke. Diet Coke's got no calories. Vodka's pretty much the lowest calorific alcohol you can get. So I'm doing everything else. I'm doing everything else all right, you know. I'm doing more exercise. I'm eating better, so you know, you can't get it all right, can you? So anyway, I'm just having a nice evening, a Friday evening, in on my own, and thought I'd shoot a video. So here we go. Where were we? So 5 fragrances I can't live without. Let's start at number 5. So I don't do honourable mentions. I don't. But what I do is I give you options. So I can't live without Neroli Portofino. This is the original Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. What an amazing bottle. The bottle is stunning. I'd say it's possibly my favourite bottle in my collection. This was a gift from somebody very special, you know who you are. But we don't all necessarily want to spend £150 plus on a bottle of fragrance. It's quite light actually, and you might have to top it up after 4 or 5 hours. So what other options have you got? Well, you could go for the aqua version. I bloody love this one too. Where did I put it? There's aqua, and there's the normal original. If anything, the differences are negligible. If anything, possibly I might even love that more, but it's still expensive. So you could opt for a perfume parlour version. Trust me, I can't tell the difference. After about 20 minutes of this on my skin, I honestly couldn't tell the difference. I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm no fucking nose, but I think that I can generally detect slight differences in fragrances, clones, etc. But I can't really tell the difference after a certain time. And the same goes for this new company that I've discovered, or that kind of introduced themselves to me, but they're called Inspired. And they're a British company. They're a family in the UK, just starting out, and they have done something really clever, and they have managed to create a Neroli Portofino dupe that is as good as the perfume parlour one, which is again as good as the original Neroli Portofino. So any of those, can't live with. I need one of them in my life. So that's that. So that's my thoughts on Neroli Portofino and the other options that you've got if you need to save your pennies. So what's next? This was my scent of the night actually. I went to a, it was supposed to be a barbecue, work barbecue. It's in this posh restaurant in Aylesford, which is fairly nearby a village to me. And it was supposed to be a barbecue, but basically they just handed around some like miniature, I had one little miniature burger like that, and then 2 little miniature pulled pork rolls like that. Nothing appeared to actually have been cooked on the barbecue. But it was quite nice. It was, yeah, it kind of, well, I went home early, so. Anyway, my scent of the night for that was Rome 63 from 4,160 Tuesdays, and this is a white floral. It's got tuberose in it, but don't let that put you off if you don't like tuberose. I don't like tuberose, It's done so nicely that you can't necessarily pick it out as tuberose. There's tobacco and there's a touch of chocolate, and to me it's rich, warm, sexy, but somehow works on warm days, warm evenings. It's just beautiful, and I cannot imagine my life without it. I feel like I want to wear it several times a week. In fact, I do sometimes wear it several times a week, but lately there has been a new contender to this throne, completely different. But I still love this so much that I can't live without it. But I'm wearing it slightly less now because of the new contender. And you might, if you watch my channel, you might know what that is. But anyway, this is Rome 63, and I don't ever want to be without it. So, you know, it says it all, doesn't it? Does it? What's next? I'll tell you what's next. It's a Guerlain fragrance, and it's Mon Precious Nectar. Look at this stunning bottle. I think this is my favourite bottle, I think, in my collection. I love it. There's not much left. Look at that. I'm absolutely scared shitless about running out of this stuff. It's a 125ml, and it is parfum concentration. So it's not eau de parfum, it's parfum. Yeah, that's what it says on the bottom too. Look at the little bees all over it. Check out my earrings, by the way, which are cheapies off eBay. I think I paid £4 including postage, because I saw my friend Sue. Hi Sue, if you're watching. Sue got these amazing bee earrings. They're Vivienne Westwood, and I can't quite afford to go for Vivienne Westwood at the moment, so I thought I'd have a quick check on eBay and found these for £4. They're just costume jewellery, but actually they've been in my ears for days and they've not caused any irritation, so that's pretty amazing. I'm going off tangent, but Mr. Smelly saw these. He said, are they Guerlain earrings? Because look, they look like the bees that are all over this beautiful bottle. So anyway, what is this fragrance all about? This fragrance is all about white florals and almonds with the lightest touch of incense. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. But I've been a bit tight with it. I haven't been wearing it much because I know that that's all I've got left. I say that, there's some in here. So I've got my official Guerlain. Can we see what's in here? Yeah, we can. Got my official Guerlain atomizer, and that's all I've got in there. So that needs filling up. That's all I've got. I really love it. It's feminine, it's sweet, but it's not cloying, it's not annoying. It's just that perfect Guerlain, understated, classy, slightly transparent, floral gourmand, and I love it. I really love it. So yeah, I am in the market to get a new bottle because I want to wear it more, and the fact that I've only got that stops me from wearing it. And I'm coming to this actually, right? So what's going to happen is I'm going to downsize my collection. I'm going to try and sell a few bottles that I'm not loving or reaching for so much. Talking of what I'm not reaching for so much, here's something I'm reaching for quite a bit. So yeah, I'm going to downsize my collection to make sure I've got the money. So I'm going to put the money aside to buy my top-up bottle of Mon Precious Nectar, to make sure that when I'm running, I mean that's a 100ml bottle, so that's going to last me a while yet. But if I'm starting to near the bottom of that, I want to know I've got the money ready to get a new one. And not only that, there's more. Next up, so we were talking about 5 fragrances that I can't live without. There is no number 2 and there is no number 1. They're in a joint position, and they are, I didn't bring the proper bottle down, that's upstairs, but this is my special atomizer for Le Plus Beau Jour de ma Vie from Guerlain, which is a beautiful sugared almond white floral. It's a bit similar to Mon Precious Nectar-ish. It's in that same ballpark, but it's not that close. This one's more sugar and more almond. Oh, lots more sugar. But it's also anisetic in the opening, but that doesn't hang around too long. The fragrance is eau de parfum strength. It lasts very well. It lasts all day long. It warms up on your skin, and it, even though it's not heavy or thick or cloying, it really does push off your skin, and it just smells beautiful. Stunning marshmallow orange blossom kind of thing with these almonds. Oh God, you just don't imagine. How can something smell this good? Anyway, the thought of running out of that literally breaks my heart. So, I mean, I've still got, it's a 60ml bottle that I've got upstairs, and I've still got over half left. I did decant some at the time I bought it because I needed to subsidise the cost. It's my most expensive purchase. So I think I spent £225 on that bottle. And do you know what pisses me off actually? I should have, do you know what? I'm going to get you the bottle. You need to see this. Wait. Straighten you up. Right, so, you really need to see this. So this is the bottle that this is a box, this is a presentation for Le Bolchoï. Don't know if you can really read the label. Plus Bolchoï de ma vie. So yeah, 60 mils, which is 2 fluid ounces if that's your language. And here is the bottle. So let's get the motherfucker out the box and let's talk this out. So there's your bottle. Now I think it's very cute. It's very understated. I love this kind of, textured writing. So I think it's actually engraved on the glass. I like that. It's got these tiny little frogs all over it. I don't think they're necessarily supposed to look like frogs, but maybe they're aliens or scissors. They might be cuticle nippers. I'm not sure what the fuck they are, but there's these little things all over it. That is not the problem. That's not what's bothering me. So to keep it safe, I keep on the cap. So this is not a sprayer. This is a screw-on cap, right? And there you have, the juice is free. Oh my God. Right, so what you're supposed to do, and I'm not going to do it, but you know what, because I think it's wasteful, is there's your sprayer, and you would pop that in there, and then so when you spray, it sucks juice into here and then out of the sprayer, out of that little hole. But it leaves some juice in here when you use it, and then that would, I think, just evaporate. So that's not ideal, is it? Like, also, apparently, if you leave this all together, there's been cases where this plastic, what do you call it? This plastic thing, it's gone funny inside in the perfume and gone like a green, the perfume's gone green, and this has gone a bit mouldy looking. And also, if you just leave this on, apparently the juice can evaporate. So I'm sorry, I paid £225 with my hard-earned money, and there is no way in a million years I'm taking a risk. I can't leave that in there because, oh, I've got some. I'm not going to waste it. I can't risk wasting it. So that means that the only way I can ever use this fragrance is by using my atomizer that I've filled here. That really, really upsets me. I can't lie to you. I love to have my bottles out on display for me to pick and choose and use and abuse. But I can't do that with this. It sits in here. I have this ready, so this is purely dedicated to this fragrance, and it's ready to fill my atomizer as and when. It makes me so sad, it's ridiculous. I want this bottle out on display with this in it, ready to spray whenever I want, but I can't because I don't want to waste the juice, I don't want the thing to go mouldy and all that horrible stuff. So Guerlain, if you're listening, sort it out, mate. Sort it out. Sort the bottle out. Put it in something that's practical. It can sit on your display. You can use it. You can enjoy it, and you can feel safe and sound in the knowledge that your beautiful bottle of perfume is going to be good. And it's not going to go all fucking gross. It's not going to disappear. So, I didn't actually mean this to turn into a rant. I'm so sorry. But that is the fragrance I can't live without, even despite that issue that I've just raised with you. I am gutted about that issue. I desperately want to have my bottle on display ready to spray. I don't want to have to just spray from my atomizer. I really don't. I think it's, I don't know, it lowers my respect in a way. Or, is that the right word? It just makes me feel sad. It makes me feel so sad that I can't just pick up my bottle and spray it on, like, out of protection for my juice. I have to do it in this way. I have to have an atomizer. So I'm going on. Let's cut that there. And finally, in joint number 1 position, as the fragrance I cannot live without, you guessed it, Pomelo Paradis. So this is a 200ml bottle. I bought it, I split 150 mils of this bottle because at that point I didn't know how much I was going to be madly in love with this fragrance. I cannot tell you enough. I've been into fragrances for years. For so many years I have been bang into fragrances. My loyalty to one particular fragrance is not that strong. There are loves in my collection and fragrances I can't imagine being without, but this is the first time in maybe 4 or 5 years that I have found a fragrance that I want to spray every day. I actually spray it 3 to 5 times a week. And prior to meeting Pomelo Paradis, I would spray something different every day for a week. The only, what do you call it? The only objection to that rule, is it objection? I don't think it's objection. But the only thing that I was more loyal to until I met Pomelo Paradis was Rome 63. Rome 63 could potentially get sprayed between 1 to 3 times a week. I feel like it's a little bit too sexy and a little bit too out there, so I didn't wear it to work very much. I did wear it to work sometimes, but I felt like it was a little bit strong, a little bit provocative, so it wasn't a work fragrance, but it certainly was a weekend fragrance. It was a night out fragrance, and occasionally I wore it to work. But then Pomelo Paradis came along, so of course it's a pomelo fragrance, but there's so much more going on. It smells so fresh and tart yet sweet, and then there's this beautiful musky dry down. It lasts really well on my skin for such a fresh fragrance, and it is perfect for work. There's nothing wrong with wearing this one to work. I wear it on nights out more in like on holiday in hot countries. I love it. You know when you've had the whole day in the sun burning the fuck out of your skin and you have a hot shower, not a hot shower, then you have a shower, probably a slightly cool shower, and you want to stay fresh smelling, clean smelling, but it's still really warm after your shower. This is so good. just keeps you, so you smell beautiful, you smell pretty, but you smell fresh and clean as well. And it really does, for me it lasts all night long. Yeah, so Pomelo Paradis and the Plus Beau Jour de Ma Vie are both fragrances I cannot, do not, will not, may not, might not, hope not, ever want to live without. If this video is really bad when I watch it back, I'm not going to publish it. I feel like this is the worst video I've ever done. I feel like I don't think I'm mega drunk, but I'm not putting my sentences together very well, so maybe I've had a few too many, so I'm so sorry. But you know, I'm going to say cheers. Thank you for putting up with me as usual. Do feel free to click the thumbs down, unsubscribe, and what else? Oh, you can leave me a troll comment if you like. I appreciate that. Anyway, I'm off. Thanks for watching. See you later.